But guys, for the Grizzlies, a new ownership group, and it seems maybe some tweaks to their identity. They look to spread the floor a bit more and pick up the tempo. But the results last season were pretty mixed.
The Grizzlies have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Pass to Randolph. Taken away by Holiday. And here we go. Fast break. Evans has got it. That one goes. Count. Evans has got his first 2 points of the night.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end. That's losing basketball.
And especially when you can't afford to give up any buckets, that pushes this lead up instead of going the other way.
Now here is Conley. He's got 5. Allen passes to Conley. Just 5 to shoot. The dish to Gasol. Misses from close range.
And you know, the Grizzlies last season, I thought they did pick up their pace slightly, but they were still a team at the bottom of the league in that regard in terms of fast break points and pace of play. It's really hard to get away from who you've been for so long. This is more of a half-court, grinded-out team.
Here's Conley after Drew Holiday's score. Carter kicks to Randolph. Tries from 10. Omer Ashik with the rebound. Pelicans leading by 8. There's a good screen. Holiday with it. Gasol covering, and Davis can't get it to go.
Had a pretty good look at the basket, but defensively they did a nice job rotating, forcing the miss.
Outside Conley. Gasol, a screen on Evans, and looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Second foul of the first quarter. They're probably going to have to sit him down here to try to avoid number 3.
Kufis checked in for Memphis. For New Orleans, they've gotten 6 or 7 shots to fall in the first quarter. They're off and running. Holiday goes in, cashes in for a double-digit lead. Holiday's got 8 points.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Now, you got to make a defensive adjustment here, Clark. Time to collapse inside, force the ball back out on the perimeter, make them beat you from long range.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Yes, Kevin, thank you. Monty Williams had some words for his team. First thing he said to his players was that the transition game will be the single most important factor today. He wants them to push the tempo at every opportunity. He also said that their work on the offensive glass is going to be critical. He believes second chance points will go a long way toward deciding this game. We'll be watching how these adjustments work. Kev, there's still a lot of time left in this game.
Thanks, Doris. Now Evans. Following the miss by Michael Conley from deep. Evans outside. And he finishes nicely on the way. Evans has got his second bucket tonight.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Now, taking advantage of the defense, really pounding it down low.
Here's Kufis. Shot to stop the run. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. And now here's a quick peek at the best rookie free throw shooters over the course of the past month. You take a look at the mayor, the best in the NBA. You put him on the line and it's nearly automatic.
Well, he got locked in at the foul line a few weeks back, and he's stayed that way ever since.
Well, he's got as smooth a stroke as just about any of the first-year guys. I don't think there's any question about that.
New Orleans moving the ball around. 5 on the clock. Another one falls for New Orleans.
Their offense already flowing. Some stellar shooting while jumping out to this lead.
Well, high-quality shots, and they've been on target with them.
Looking now at some numbers for Zach Randolph. He's been something special in the second half of the season, that's for sure. Some serious stats right here. 11th in rebounding. Oh, he's a guy you have to account for defensively.
And, you know, just to touch on that rebounding average again, Steve, I mean, he's a gritty player in the paint. Sandpaper-like. I mean, just makes it tough on other people. There's not much more than you can ask of him in that area.
They built a big lead here early.
Both defensively and offensively. They've been terrific right from the tip.
The Grizzlies trail by 16. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
That's good. Kufis has got his first basket of the night. Holiday with it. He's coming off a 13-point game against Boston. Ashik, the pass to the mayor. This is to Holiday. Inside. And he uses the glass on the layup. Ashik's got 5.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
Yeah, that's 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed on. Good looks right at the rim.
Here's Conley following the score by New Orleans. From 8, Randolph can't hit. New Orleans leading by 16. Evans dishes to Davis. Here's the mayor. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. 8 points for the mayor.
They've made one basket after another since getting this game started, and you wonder, is the blowout in store?
Too early to say that and go there, Steve, but it has been pretty ugly so far.
Now here's Allen. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. You look at Memphis. Right now, the 6th best record in the conference, looking to hold on to playoff position and finish the regular season strong. And, of course, there's the Pelicans. Right now, quite a ways down below.
You know, right now for the Pelicans, they've really languished amongst the losing teams in the league. I mean, again, they'll be watching with the rest of us come playoff time, and the question has to be asked, what are they going to do to balance out that win column going forward? They need some work.
Well, you have to be careful of the quick fix. I know that. So often, the best teams are built through the draft, being sensible with their contracts. When you try to take shortcuts, it can come back to bite you.
Here's Conley after the made shot from the mayor. The turnaround jumper, and Zach Randolph the bucket on the assist by Conley.
You know, after starting the game 0 for 3, you know he was just desperately looking for that one to fall. Well, you know, for teams in the NBA nowadays, it's all about getting bang for your buck. I mean, Mike Conley out of Ohio State, one of the great value contracts in the league, and with all the analytics and general managers looking for value, Memphis happy to have an all-star caliber player like him still locked up through 2016.
Now here's Randolph. 23 points for him the last game against the Lakers. Nice touch on the bank shot. Randolph's got his second bucket of the night.
The mid-range jumper becomes a pretty high percentage shot for him when he has that kind of space.
And you have to give Mike Conley, Steve, an awful lot of credit for the emergence of the Grizzlies, I think, as a factor in the Western Conference.
Kevin, I think he's one of the best point guards in the league. Probably doesn't get enough credit, but his progression as a player at both ends, year after year, he just seems to get better, and he provides that poise and leadership that his club needs. Beautiful ball movement again.
Last 5 trips, they've all ended with a great pass leading to a basket, Steve. I mean, they are really sharing the basketball.
Kicks it to Randolph. And it's good.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And that's going to open things up for them on the perimeter going forward, Clark.
There's the pick. And Holiday, here we go. Here's Ashik. It's rebounded by Memphis. Their last game, a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
They ran away with that game, Kevin, mostly thanks to their play at the offensive end.
That's exactly right, guys. There was crisp movement by the players and the ball throughout that game, and they got a lot of high-quality shots as a result.
A platoon swap here for New Orleans.
You're up. Let's go.
The Grizzlies trail by 16. Doris Burke had a chance to catch up with head coach Dave Yeager. Doris, what do you have to say?
One player who's really on his mind in this matchup is Eric Gordon. He said of Gordon, he can shoot with deep range and has the strength and explosiveness to go by you if you overcommit and finish or get himself to the line. So he's just an underrated scorer in this league, and it's going to take a total team effort to slow him down. Kevin will see how they do.
And as always, Doris, thank you. The mayor is jumped in for Eric Gordon. Anderson outside. 1:32 left to play in the first quarter. Withy kicks to Anderson. Just 5 to shoot. Shot on the wing. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And 12 points for the mayor. The Grizzlies trail by 16. Udrich the pass to Kufis. Feeds it to Udrich. Prince kicks to Lee. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession.
Super defensive play. I mean, if that pass gets through, it's probably 2 points.
And he knew that. He knew if it gets through, it's a score, so that's why he sold out for it and got a hand on it.
Allen outside. Udrich dishes to Allen. There's a screen. Prince trying to free himself up.
In building this lead, they've been excellent at not allowing any good second chances.
Well, this quarter has gone awfully well for him. It seems like every chance he's gotten, he's pretty much converted.
Now here's Rivers. Right now averaging 7 points a game. From 11 feet away, that one wide left.
Very porous defense down there by the hoop. He probably should make that one.
Now Udrich. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Here's the mayor. The layup off target.
That's an easy shot there. That's a shot that he should make more often than not.
The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. New Orleans on top, leading by 14. And the second quarter will be on the way. Next. And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
Well, they've come out of that locker room with the hot hand. Those jumpers have been falling for them.
And I like their aggressiveness, too, tonight because they're getting penetration, and that's allowing them to get some easy hoops.
The Grizzlies trail by 14.
This New Orleans team is now in their second season as the Pelicans. The name, which was subject to some critique early on, has actually turned out to be nice for the franchise with a new group of players, new ownership, and it fits nicely into creating a new identity.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. Udrich out there with Lee. Then there's Tayshaun Prince. And it's Marc Gasol, and it's Allen in at the small forward. Rivers passes to the mayor. Anderson a screen on Lee. Here's the mayor. Boom, he jams it straight down. No challenge from the defense there. Clark could have put that one through any way he wanted.
And I love the choice there, partner, going hard to the hoop for that throwdown.
Yeah, that's invisible defense leading to a very visible finish.
Courtney Lee is on the wing, fires for three. Another shot, and there's the nice layup by Gasol. Gasol's got his first bucket of the night.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
When you talk about the Pelican mascot, Steve, wingspan, a term that definitely applies to this team and the young Anthony Davis.
Yeah, it's a great name. You know, Davis was last year's leading shot blocker to go with 20 points and 10 boards a game. I mean, this guy is a potential superstar and obviously the key for this club moving forward.
When they pulled up from mid-range, more often than not, they buried it.
You know, that's not always the number one option, but if the defense gives that to you, you got to take it.
Gasol, a screen on Rivers. Knocked loose. Oh, and here comes Rivers all alone.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout.